The awareness of Apex influence is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yes, it is.
The cat's out of the bag now. You're not putting that back in.
And let me tell you, people across the spectrum of party and religion are very equally annoyed. And a lot of people specifically about the fact that it's a foreign influence. That's something that a lot of, because they've been playing up the Russia and China fear for so long that level of like, you know, saying, well, we don't need foreign influence. We don't need foreign influence. Well, so now that the you know, shoes on the other foot now. People are not liking it.
Carla, much appreciated. It's always great to have you here. Sable, thanks for Zionist Google to not shutting down these conversations. Well,
they do their best. Trust me. We'll get stuck to the bottom of the pile when we're not going to be recommended.
And that's why I hate. Well, peppers are actually good. I happen to like
certain peppers.
Yes, not ghost peppers. That's a little tough.
Have I heard from John Kiriaki? I haven't, but I haven't reached out. That would be somebody good for you to bring on. But the truth is, it's like, most of the time when Peter would reach out to people like John and whatever, it's because I'm like, oh, I want to talk to them, have them on the show. But now that I'm not co-hosting the show on the regular, it's not the same thing. And it isn't that people don't want to come on and talk to Peter, because I'm sure that they do. But I don't know that he necessarily thinks of the same people to.
Guys, I don't want to suffer alone. I don't want my team to suffer alone. Anybody who's good on the phone and can put some hours in, Jen really does have a chance to win this race. So make sure that you do sign up to Phone Bank.
She was lovely.
And if you are in South Florida, sign up to Canvas. And if you can donate, I would rather you donate to Jen than to Generational Change.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so guys, I can say something that we did last night that was really cool.
What?
We could talk about what we did last night, where we went.
Oh.
We could mention where we went last night. Who did we get to hang out with last night?
So this is not the first time Jen has been in a private function with Representative Ilhan Omar. I won't say where, I won't say when, I won't say with who.
She hugged me.
She
spontaneously came up to me, tapped me on the shoulder, and gave me a hug.
I don't think it's a stretch to suggest that if it was ever talked about in public, that Ilhan Omar with 100% is pulling for Jen to beat.
I'm not, and I won't, guys, like I won't post anything like about this in terms, like I won't make anything be visible, because even though Ilhan is like the most baddest ass, like seriously, like she wouldn't care if I posted a picture of the two of us. She wouldn't care.
The best part of the evening was that I did ask her a question. She did a Q&A at the end, and I actually asked her, because a lot of people don't know this, because they see her as this lightning rod of a representative who happens to be a Somalian refugee who wears a hijab. She is like the fourth most effective legislator in the U.S. House.
Yeah.
And so I asked her, well, considering all that you personally have to deal with on the regular, how are you such an effective legislator? Because she really is. And she said, well, for starters, I actually read the bills. And I just thought, when someone says that, she's basically telling you that this job is a joke. And most of the people,
that's not what she said. Right.
She's saying that this job is viewed as a joke by the people who, for the most part, are filling these positions.
The fact that she felt the need to point out that she specifically does read the stuff and actually does write her own legislation and contributes to writing her own legislation, which doesn't surprise me at all. And again, I will reiterate her autobiography, her book, I think it's called This Is Our America. I can't remember. I did audiobook. She's amazing. But anyway, she is particularly special as a legislator. She is very particularly special. She also gets the most amount of death threats out of any of them.
By far.
And she's just she is inspiring. She really is. She has an energy about her. She has this vibe about her. She comes off like a Jedi princess. She really does.
Yeah, she's got a Princess Leia thing going.
She does, but okay, granted, because she has her head covered. So yes, there is that sort of Jedi. Yes. But no, she has this she is magic.
Brandon, the fact of the matter is that most of them are controlled opposition, if not just about all of them. The thing that you have to remember is, which we've been saying for a long time, is that even if you elect Jen to Congress, that's not going to magically solve the problem.
No.
But ultimately, having someone like Jen in a position of power who could potentially rally the key ingredient to changing our fortunes, which is, of course, labor. And if you want to rally labor, that is ultimately what is going to make the difference. It's not unions, and that's not to say that unions don't have their value, but it is the labor movement that will decide. whether we're able to save our republic. If we're not, then we are going straight to fascism and straight to the end of our system.
May Day 2028.
Yep. That's what's going to happen.
That's what I want. I want a general strike May Day 2028.
Yeah.
I want us all to get our ducks in a row so that by May 1st, 2028, that we can do that. And I'm saying it because it really is sort of like a beat the clock situation, because in the same amount of time that I'm trying to kind of figure out like the best way to lead to that, the establishment has figured out that cop cities all over the country are the best way to stifle that. So they're already working on stifling what we haven't even yet been able to plan. So that's why this is a very, it's tenuous. It's very tenuous, but we really need to figure it out.
Yeah.